Hey, good morning. I'm out on a run this morning and came across this lake by my house. It's beautiful. It's kind of a cloudy day, and I was running and I got to about a mile and a half and I just stopped because I got tired and I just needed a minute to slow down, recuperate, restart, I guess. And it brought me to the passage that I posted in our Monday night worship group this morning, kind of the verse of the day that was talking about the fruits of the Spirit: love, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and a few others that I can't quite recall right now. But it got me thinking, like, even on this run, like, when we think about our lives, and when we think about how fast we're running, or maybe not even how fast we're running, but just how intense the run is or the journey is, let's say that, in life, like, there are moments where you just have to stop and recuperate and focus and let God speak and move in and around your journey and your life. And I'm thinking of these fruits of the Spirit: love, patience, goodness, faithfulness, joy. And how often do we get robbed of these things because we're so caught up in the busyness or events of everyday life? And even on this run, I was just like, man, this run is really an incredible metaphor for life in general, right? Like, me personally, I'm running and running and running and running a lot. And I find that there are moments where I literally just have to stop. And I think I'm being robbed of the fruits of the Spirit in my life, like, to experience them, not to participate in them, but to experience them, if that makes sense. But goodness, joy, faithfulness, mercy, grace, like, these fruits are stolen from us when we don't allow our lives to acknowledge them and recognize them in our daily walks and our daily journeys. Does that make sense, I think? And I'm thinking about it, and I was like, man, we gotta find a way to step back and let the fruits of the Spirit be experienced in our lives, and then let the fruits of the Spirit be visible in our lives. And I hope that makes sense, because I'm even I didn't think about recording this video before I went on this run, but here we are. So, but even thinking about it and processing that, like, I want to experience goodness, joy, faithfulness, grace, mercy, love, hope in my life. And yet when I get so distracted, and when I get so busy, I'm not able to experience those things because I'm just trying to keep all of the plates spinning and all of the stuff in my life going. And that's a problem, I think. And then when you flip that around and you say, okay, how can I show people mercy, grace, love, compassion, goodness, hope? how can I do that when I'm just so busy and so crazy with life on my own journey that I get so self-absorbed that I can't even push that stuff out to the folks that I'm coming in contact with. And that, I think that's where this made me stop for a minute on the run and just say, wait, I got to think about that. I have to think about, like, yeah, Jesus, the Holy Spirit provides us with these fruits of the Spirit. But if we're not taking advantage of them, what good are they? It's kind of like anything in life, right? But what good are these fruits of the Spirit if we're not experiencing them and then not showing other people what they are and how we experience them in our lives and that they should experience them? Does that make sense? It's an interesting thought, right? To really think about what this all looks like and how these fruits are experienced in our lives. So maybe today is about that. Maybe today is about just, again, stopping and surrendering to what the Spirit in us has in store for us. Faithfulness, goodness, mercy, grace, love, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. And if you're watching this on a Saturday, I know a lot of you are, then that's a good day to start this and a good day to experience this and a good day to shift the process in your life to allow for these things to be experienced in your life and to allow other people to experience them through your life. Boy, that's the challenging part. Like how do we push out joy in our lives? How do we push out forgiveness? How do we push out compassion and mercy and grace? And there are definitely ways to do that. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to actually engage in those ways and allow God to move and work through your life with these fruits of the Spirit. So that's kind of what was on my heart this morning and on my mind. And it was one of the things that just, got me thinking while I was on this run, like, I'm busy. I need to slow down. And I don't miss the signals and the clues in my life that kind of show me this, right? Like, this was a fairly emotional week for us. We dropped both our kids off at school, and I was like, oh, man, that 18 years, wow, that was ridiculous. And how busy was I during those 18 years? And how, the ride up to drop one of my kids off, it was just this constant barrage of, hey, do this and do this and do this. And you want to get all these little tidbits of advice in before your kid goes off and leaves home, because it's like, I'm not going to be able to guide them anymore as much. And I think maybe God is saying that to us, like, hey, slow down for a minute, because I want to keep guiding you. I want to keep speaking into your life. I want to keep helping you on this journey. And we get so sidetracked and distracted. And the Spirit in us just saying, hey, remember peace, remember love, remember forgiveness, remember compassion, remember grace, remember mercy, remember all of these things that I give to you. Practice them daily, experience them daily, and let me work in your life so that others can see me and see Jesus in your actions, reactions in your life. We talk about this a lot, being a reflection of Jesus. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. We need to step back, take the time to let Jesus move in our lives so that we can be a reflection of him every single day. So that's what the thought was today. I hope it makes a little bit of sense. I know these last couple of weeks I've been rambling a little bit, but these are literally just thoughts that have been coming into my head and thoughts that I'm struggling with and stuff that I'm working with that I think are important, that are kind of vital to our daily walk with Jesus. So there you go. Go check out Galations. I think it's Galations 5 where these fruits are listed. But just Google fruits of the Spirit and these verses will come up. And it'll change your thought process a little bit. All right, so enjoy the day. Thanks so much for being here today. If you want to be a part of our community, we dive into these thoughts and these ideas every day in our daily devotions that come right to your email inbox. We have weekly worship videos that help us draw closer to Jesus. We have weekly Bible studies so we can learn and study and research more about who Jesus is and how to implement all of that into our lives. And there's just so much more. We have an incredible community. We have a prayer wall. We're praying for each other with a purpose. There's just a lot going on in our community. So head over to joindavesband.com and join us. We'd love to have you with us and being a part of our community and changing and saving lives together. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of what we do and how we do it. And I just pray that today the fruits of the Spirit will be experienced in your life, and the fruits of the Spirit would be relevant and apparent in your life as you go about your days. All right, guys, enjoy the day, and we'll see you on the next one.